Hey guys, Justin here with JHart Modelworks. It is time for a new project, and the next build on the desk is going to be Fujimi's RS series Ferrari 355 GTS. If you're unfamiliar with Ferrari's naming convention, there's a GTB, a GTS, and a Spider. And Ferrari made all three for the 355. The GTB is a hardtop. The GTS is a targa top convertible, meaning that just the center section comes off. And a Spider is a full soft top fold down roof. Like I said, Ferrari made all three. Fujimi makes kits for all three, but we're going to be working on the GTS. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box and see what we've got in store. Alright guys, let's take a look at what's in the box. First, we'll take a look at our four sides, just in case you're interested in that. We have our body with our decals, wheels and tires. There's also a bunch of polycaps and a big metal axle. We have one clear sprue, two black sprues, and one body colored sprue. And we have our instructions. There are your paint callouts, parts lists. It's like decal placement. Pretty straightforward, fold out style instructions. Not a lot of steps, but it looks like there's a lot of stuff in each step. Alright, starting with our decals here. Honestly, I'm not even going to bother taking them out of the bags. I'm probably going to use absolutely zero of these, other than maybe that one right there. Oh, no, there's also these small gauge cluster decals here. Everything else is badly yellowed over time. These will get replaced out with some 3D emblems. The Ferrari in the back will get replaced out with some metal transfers. Moving on, we're going to get this clear sprue out of the way real quick so we can get it out and get it back in. Glass itself seems to be in relatively decent shape. It is fairly clear. As for the windows, I don't really want to do the windows up. This is a GTS, which means that it is a targa top Spider. So what I'm going to end up doing is going right here with a razor saw. I'm going to cut this part off, and I'll just glue the rear quarter window into place. All in all, these are in nice shape. I'm not entirely certain what this is, though. It looks like a tail light. But Ferrari's taillights are there. Maybe it's for a different car? Rear glass is equally pretty nice. That back in the bag. We have our body panel lines will need a bit of work. They're a little bit shallow. Just a little bit of scribing should take care of that. These vents are a glue-in piece, so we'll do that before we get everything painted up. So they've opened this, but they didn't open these, and I can understand why. That would make that part probably very fragile. I may go in and try to open these up though, and then add some photo etch mesh under here. I may just paint them black, to be honest. We shall see. This is a curbside kit, so there's going to be no engine under it. All in all, everything looks to be pretty straight. Of course, going to have your typical mold lines, although they're pretty well hidden. I don't really see them all that much. There's signs of it right there, but for the most part, it looks like they hid most of them in these seams. Right along that panel line is where they put them. So a little bit of cleanup, nothing major. So these would be those vents that we were talking about, those little side scoops. The rear deck lid. I don't know why they made this a separate part, especially seeing as the upper part of that is body color according to their instructions, and the lower part is black. It just seems like a silly part to have separate. I don't see too many reasons why they couldn't have just molded that into place. So we have our interior tub here, and Mike from Mike's Miniature Motors is absolutely correct. He mentioned in one of his Throwback Thursdays on, I think it was this car, that door card is absolutely, like, that's pathetic. There's so much more detail that should be there that isn't. Like, the armrest is gone, the door handle is gone. This is really not right. We're going to see what we can do about that. Can't guarantee that I'm going to fix it, but we'll see. Very nice suspension components. There are some ejection pins, but they're not really all that bad. You could get a small file in there to clean that up, as opposed to Tamiya, who always puts them dead center in the middle of the springs. I don't understand why Fujimi insists on putting the sprue gate in the center of the shifter. It would be so much easier to just run the shifter this way and end it at the end of the shifter. You wouldn't have to clean up as much, but that's okay. All in all, everything looks really nice, very clean. Those are fantastic windshield wipers. Those are perfectly shaped instead of just the typical sticks that you sometimes get. Seats are okay, and they're fairly accurate to the car. They're a little bland and fairly basic. I have some plans on changing these out. We have our chassis, one big lump of plastic, which is traditionally warped somehow with Fujimi kits. Got some engine detail kind of molded in there. Our brakes. The dash has some fairly nice detail to it. Again, not a lot of flashing. Nothing really appears to be very warped. We have our wheels and our tires. They are staggered width. They'll Back, of course, being wider than the fronts. They are branded Pirellis. See if we can get the camera to focus on them. But that is very nice. It's very rare that you get actual branding on tires anymore. Of course, this is an older kit. You also have your mirrors in here. The tread on them is very nice. There's very little by way of a big rubber seam in the middle, so that'll sand down fairly nicely. And the tread pattern is accurate for these Pirellis. It's really quite nice. Alright guys, that is going to be a wrap for this unboxing. Looks like it's going to be a fun build, a nice, relaxing kind of palette cleanser, coming off of that Fujimi Enthusiast Lamborghini, which was very intense. And we just wrapped up the airplane as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I always appreciate you watching the videos, and I will catch you guys on the next one.